Good morning or good afternoon or good evening to everybody, and thank you so much for joining us for the first ACFF Global Virtual Summit. We're very excited to have you with us and to be able to present our programme to you over the next couple of days. My name is Mayne, and I have the privilege of being the Global Manager for the Alliance for a Cavity-Free Future. Now, to those of you who were logging on expecting to see a talk from Julian Fisher at this point in the programme, unfortunately we are unable to broadcast that talk to you at this point, but we do hope to be able to bring you some similar content later on within the programme, so do watch this space. But it does give me the opportunity to be able to share with you a few things about our charity, the Alliance for a Cavity-Free Future. And how the people who are involved with it have become a part of it over the years. You're going to hear quite a lot from a lot of different people over the next couple of days, most of whom will fit into one of the groups we're about to talk about. And hopefully this will give you a really good overview of who we are and how you might be able to get involved with what we do. So the Alliance is a non-profit organisation. We're based in the United Kingdom, and we're made up of a variety of groups of people. So the global team that does the global operations of the charity is one group, and we have 29 chapters, as you've just heard from Nigel, who work across the world in lots of different countries to undertake work on our behalf. We also have a membership network, some fantastic partners, and a wonderful committed group of supporters around the world as well. So I'm going to take you through quickly all of those different groups of people. Now, the global team, we are, despite being a global charity, we are quite a small, tight-knit global team. The staff team is in fact just two of us who are fully focused on the ACFF 100% of the time. That's myself and Nick Miller, who you may have received emails from or seen Facebook posts from. And between us, we coordinate the activities of the charity around the world. The global team is also made up of the trustees. Now, they're an absolutely integral part of our charity. They oversee the operations. They help us to keep everything on track, make sure that what we're doing is fully aligned with our goals and our missions. And we're fortunate to have four absolutely fantastic trustees, some of whom you will be hearing from over the course of this summit. We also have our global expert panel, who bring an absolute wealth of expertise, experience, and just support and information to us. They meet usually once a year in person, which is wonderful, and set up the next steps for the global charity. And we're fortunate to have a few of the global organisations who are our partners represented within that panel as well. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. We also have other people who come on board with us to act as ambassadors. Those are people who you may have seen delivering talks at international events, or who have come in to do local training sessions in certain areas, and they are vital to the work of the ACFF and what we do, and help us to be able to spread our message far and wide, even though we are quite a small team globally. And sometimes, as we are a small team, we do need extra help with what we're doing. So we do work with a designer and somebody who helps us with our digital side of things as well. And from time to time, we require assistance with translating and anything like that. So if that's something that you potentially might be interested in and that you have experience in, then we'd be very interested in hearing from you if you've got time to spare to help us. We're very keen to get a lot of our resources translated into as many different languages as possible. So keep an eye on our website. If we're looking for help in a certain way, we usually put a plea on our website, but also please email us at admin@acffglobal.org. If that's something that you'd like to chat about further. Now, our chapters are an absolutely essential part of what we do as well, and you will hear a lot more about that network over the next couple of days. We have a special slot today at 1:30 British Summer Time, which is hosted by Nigel Pitts, which will be showcasing the work of a number of our chapters from around the world. So that's going to be a fantastic opportunity to hear about what some of them are doing. We do have 29 chapters. The most recent launched just a few days ago, actually, in London. We had a fantastic meeting with them. And all of those chapters operate very differently in their different parts of the world. Some of them are made up of huge groups of volunteers. Some of them are a very small core group. It really depends on what the activity of the chapter that is happening and where the priorities lie. But our chapters are such an important part of our work, and we're really excited to be able to give them the opportunity to share with you all what they're doing over the next couple of days. We have a lot of sessions towards the end of our programme, so tomorrow afternoon and throughout Thursday, that are provided by our chapters to give more in-depth updates as to what it is that they've been getting up to. And so that's going to be a fantastic opportunity to find out what's happening in your area and around the world. If there is a chapter in your country or your area, you notice some of our chapters have umbrella chapters. So for example, Pan-Europe covers a multiple number of countries. Also the North Africa chapter, the Nordic chapter. If there is a chapter that you think would cover your area and you're interested in being connected to them or finding out more about what they do, please do send us an email as well, and we'll be very happy to pass you on to the relevant team. In addition to our chapters network, we a few years ago were able to launch a members network, which was a long time in the coming. It's designed to give the opportunity for people who aren't explicitly connected to a chapter, or those who are, to become part of the ACFF by being a member. And we encourage membership from anybody who's interested in prevention and what we do. You don't have to be a dentist. You don't have to be an academic. It's open to anybody who wants to join. And the network so far has grown over the last couple of years. We now have over 1,000 members, which cover actually over 100 countries, which is fantastic and is really good to know that we have people around the world in all of those countries who are fighting for our cause. We aim for that network to provide useful updates to the members, to provide information, training materials and resources that might be useful to people working in preventive areas. And we're always looking to update those resources and to hear from our members as to what would be useful for us to provide for them. We also wanted to create an interprofessional network where people can contact each other. So we have a directory within the membership feature of our website where you can locate other members who might be working in a similar geographic area to you, or maybe they went to the same university as you. It's a really wonderful way to be able to find like-minded individuals, potentially who are local, with whom you might be able to start working on some projects or looking at how you can implement better prevention in your area. So that's something that we would really like to encourage each of you to do. I know a number of you will already be members on our website. It's really easy and it's completely free. All you need to do is go to acffglobal.org, click on the members tab on the website and follow the instructions to join. And once you've done that, you can become part of the ACFF membership network. You can start feeding into the resources that we create and just join the conversation with the thousands of other dental professionals around the world who are trying to make a difference. We also could not do what we do without the support of our partner organisations. Now, we at a global level are very fortunate to have the official support of organisations such as the International Association of Paediatric Dentistry, the International Federation of Dental Hygienists, the International Association of Dental Students, and many other groups who we know support what we do and who like to share our resources, they sit on our expert panel, they feed into our activity and let us know what it is that, that we can work together on, which makes a lot of our projects a lot more successful because we have the backing of these wonderful groups. In addition to global organisations, there are a lot of international organisations who feed into the work of either the global team or our chapters, such as the Platform for Better Oral Health in Europe and the Latin American Oral Health Association, who you will be hearing from later in our summit programme. A lot of our chapters are supported by their national associations. So, for example, the Australian Dental Association works alongside our Australian New Zealand chapter. The Venezuelan Society of Paediatric Dentistry, which is abbreviated to SVOP, work alongside the Venezuelan chapter on a number of the projects that they do. And organisations such as that are really valuable to be able to move forward the work of our local teams, who are very often doing a lot of work on a minimum amount of resources and time. There are also a lot of local organisations such as dental schools, local health authority programmes, and that sort of thing, who get involved at the more local level. And if you are a representative of an organisation, be it a local organisation or a national or international one, and you would like to explore with us the idea of becoming officially partnered with the ACFF, or even just getting involved in some of the work that we do around the world, then please do contact us, and we would love to have a chat with you about what we could do. And finally, a very important group of people to the ACFF family is our supporters. And that might be people who follow us on social media, who share our content, people who take part in our projects such as World Cavity Free Future Day, which again you'll be hearing a bit more about later in the programme, people who attend the lectures that we give at events and conferences around the world. And of course, that also includes you for coming and participating in our Global Virtual Summit. So thank you so much for being a part of this network for us and for committing to spending this time to learn about what we do and how you can improve your preventive practice, and how we can work to ensure that prevention is brought to the forefront of the conversation across dentistry and healthcare in general. So thank you so much for listening. If you are interested in discussing any ways that you might personally or with your organisation be able to get more involved in the work of the ACFF, please do get in touch with us at admin@acffglobal.org. We would absolutely love to have a chat with you about it, and we look forward to hearing from you. So thank you so much for your time today, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of the ACFF Global Virtual Summit.